good morning, New Orleans, and welcome to the Good Morning Show right here on WBLK, 12:30 a.m. I'm Will Sutton, and with me this glorious Monday morning is Ro Brown.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
How y'all are?
Hey.
Cajun say.
Yeah, right. Yep. Well, it is the beginning of another week. The Lord blessed me to wake me up, plant my feet on the floor, and get me over to our Black Talk radio station. So I feel good about that. Trying to get used to the change in the color of the day.
Not used to it yet?
No.
How long does it take you?
Well, usually a couple of weeks.
Ooh.
But getting used to the idea, that was like a couple of days.
It's almost time to go back.
Yeah, right. I kind of liked getting up and having the sunshine, that kind of thing. But now it's dark.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I like the back end of the day where I get a bit more. So, dear Lord, can we have both?
Yeah.
I can't. That's
Remember?
probably not going to happen.
Remember 50-something years ago when they started all this? Oh, that was the worst day.
Yeah.
Because you'd be out there playing on Sunday, and playing with your friends and everything when you were a kid. And, usual Sunday, you play till it gets dark. You go inside, you do your homework, watch a little television. And then that day would come and you're playing with your friends and you're just having so much fun. And you go inside and it's 9 o'clock. Because you didn't, daylight, so you were outside.
Yeah.
You didn't care.
Right.
But
Well, but I am glad that we have the day that we have, and quite a week ahead. We had great conversations last week, but in particular the conversation with Clint Smith, New Orleanian, and author of How the Word is Passed, talking about
William
America
Sutton's
through-
nephew, people.
Yeah, I said that.
I'll
I
say
said
it.
that.
He doesn't want to say it. William Sutton's nephew. Go on.
Yeah, and very proud of the young man. Very proud of the young man.
And well, you should be.
Yeah. He's done marvelous. 2-time New York Times best-selling author. But Annette Gordon-Reed, nothing to sniff at.
Yeah.
Pulitzer Prize-winning historian, Carl M. Loeb, university professor at Harvard University, Genius Grant winner. I mean, woo! This has got it going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me not forget, full professor. Full professor at any institution would be a wonderful thing to achieve.
True.
Lots of people on campus called professor, but they're assistant, associate, and full, and there's fewer as you go up. So,
Okay.
professor with 10 years.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing.
So I know you went to the book fair. I did one day. I went Saturday.
I did. I went a couple of days, and
I think that's such a good event. Oh,
in
like
just a short time.
Well, yeah, but that's doesn't look like the easiest thing to put on.
No, a lot of work, and they expanded it this year from 3 days to 4, whole day of programming on Sunday, and that was. I didn't get out Saturday on Sunday. Saturday, I had something else to do, which we'll talk about. And on Sunday was a full day of family programming. Of course, they had their, for those of you who have never been, free crawfish on the weekend.
Oh, did they?
Oh, you didn't catch that part?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay, all right.
No.
Well, yeah, there was that, and there
Crawford.
were, former General McChrystal was there, Atlantic Magazine editor. Jeffrey Goldberg was there. Salman Rushdie was there.
Eddie Glaude.
Eddie Glaude was there.
Stacey Abrams.
Stacey Abrams. Maryland Governor Wes Moore.
To tell you the truth, I didn't see anybody.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, so
I saw a lot of people.
Yeah. Was that your intention?
Not really. I go to this, and I go look at books and stuff like that, and just in previous years, I've gone to see some people, but the people that the quote famous people, the lines are long.
Yeah.
They move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's time to move, when it's time to go in.
Well, look,
they
bro.
use Fogelman Arena, so that
Yeah.
they weren't going to fill that.
Bro, our Black Talk radio station has to survive, so we got to take a break.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
When did that
already?
happen? When did that
it's
start
kinda
happening?
Every day.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Our time for this show is now.
Okay.
Right
All
now. 7:11 a.m. If you got somewhere to be at 7:15. Make sure you get your stuff together and get going if it's a short distance away, or hopefully you're pulling into the parking lot and able to pull a good spot and get on in and get to whatever it is. Watch out for the school kids. 20 miles per hour in the school zones right now until 9. 7:12 a.m. What is the talk line, Ro?
504-582-9422. That's 504-582-9422.
We got so much coming up for you all right after the break. We're going to talk about what words can you spell? All right, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Auto Trends with JeffCars.com. Here's a snippet of some of what we cover. GPS, Pioneer, Gladys West.
We worked long hours computing trajectory orbits and satellite orbits, trying to get the data and everything correct enough.
Auto Analyst, Mark Bland.
14 new vehicle deals that happen in this country out of every 100 that women don't have a fingerprint on.
To tune in, check out Auto Trends with JeffCars.com. Saturdays at 4 p.m. on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. For those of you all who have already been tuned to 12:30 a.m., or perhaps you are listening and watching on WBOK's YouTube channel, you can catch us there for the live stream. And of course, we love our WBOK family of Facebook Live watchers on Facebook. You can catch us there as well. I had a busy weekend of activities, but I had
You sure did.
big chunk of my weekend was dedicated to spelling. Yes, sir. Spelling.
Well, it
So,
should be. After all, you are a writer.
Yes. Yep. Spelling is essential to reading and writing, and I love helping the New Orleans chapter of the Lynx annually. This was their 37th year.
Wow.
Hosting the spelling. 37 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. And so this is a part of the
Long
Scripps,
time.
Scripps National Spelling Bee. And it was exciting to see the scores of students and their parents, guardians, teachers, coaches out. Lots of folks in the Georges Auditorium over at Dillard University. And then the crowd thins as the morning goes on, because if you get the word wrong, you don't get another chance. You get the word wrong, and
Well,
that's it.
That's me.
That's it.
That would have been me.
That's it for a number of people. However, that's not true throughout the competition, because the way the rules are written, there are instances where if you get something wrong, you can have another turn because somebody else got something wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that new?
Because you got to get the word right.
Is that new?
No. Well, you have to be kind of into the details of the spelling bee, which is why, though I've been doing this annually for the last few years, every time we get the binder with all the words and the directions, I have to read the directions again and then be reminded on the day of what the directions are. So we definitely, I want to say congratulations to Langston Jones, I'm sorry, 7th grader from École, I'm going to get the name wrong because it's a French school, École Bilingue de la Nouvelle, New Orleans.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
Yeah. 2nd place, I'm going to get this name wrong. I'll come as close as I can. Alexandria Izaguirre, 8th grader from Clearwood Junior High School.
Okay.
Then 3rd place went to Josephine Hahnemann, 7th grader at Christian Brothers School. And again, this was the 37th annual Spelling Bee hosted by this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
The winner gets an all-expenses trip to Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
For 5 days.
5 days.
To compete in the Scripps National Spelling Bee, which is May 24th through 29th.
Oh.
And their parent or guardian gets to go, too.
Wow.
So they don't even participate, but they get to go.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of the winners.
Yeah. Yeah, fine young people.
Who are those two guys with them? You know?
Yeah, well, I was a judge and a very prominent person in our community, Damon Singleton. Was the pronouncer.
I see that.
So we had some side conversation throughout the afternoon as we were dealing with the words, and he was looking at which words to pronounce and which words were not, because he's Damon Singleton, and he's very smart, intelligent Navy commander, retired, and famous weatherman and broadcaster and journalist and all. And but there were some words that it's like, maybe not this one.
Yeah, I did that once. You know.
Yeah.
I guess I was so terrible at it they didn't ask me back, I guess.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
It was about,
hey, Judge Tracy.
That's been about 25,
Judge
30
Tracy, are you
years
listening?
Ago. 25.
Judge,
no, really. I'm not good at that. Okay, and Damon. Yeah, that's they got
roles.
The right people.
They're different roles.
They're
the right different roles. Well, congratulations to the New Orleans chapter of the Lynx for hosting yet another successful spelling bee, and congratulations to all of the winners, but particularly young Mr. Langston Jones from 7th grader. He's going to be heading off to compete in the national competition. And, of course, this chapter has
That's great.
hosted 37 of these and had a national winner not that long ago. So thank you all for inviting me once again and allowing me to participate in building our young minds to be good citizens, good people, whatever they're going to do with this ability to spell so well. So thank you so much. Look, it is 7:19 a.m., and we're going to be kicking into another gear because we had something really amazing and exciting last night, and that was the Sinners movie, filmed here. Won, not 2, not 3, 4 Oscars. Yay! 4 Oscars.
Yeah.
And nominated for 16, which was the most in history.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, the people who worked on this are phenomenal, and quite a number of them local here. And, Jared, do we have that clip? We're going to run a clip from one of the key moments from the Oscars last night. And after that, we're going to be having one of our guests joining us here in the studio, and I'll tell you about that in a moment.
And the Oscar goes to Michael B. Jordan.
This is the first Oscar win and nomination for Michael B. Jordan.
Man, God is good. God is good. And yeah, Mama, what's up? Y'all know how I feel about my mother and my father's here. Your Pops, where you at? My dad came in from Ghana. He flew in from Ghana to be here. My brother, my sister's here. My family. I want to thank Warner Brothers. I want to thank Mike and Pam for believing in this dream, this vision of Ryan Coogler, and betting on the culture and betting on original ideas and original artistry. And you're an amazing, amazing person. I'm so honored to call you a collaborator and a friend. And you gave me the opportunity and space for me to be seen. And I love you too, bro. Love you to death. I would like to thank my incredible cast. Wunmi, thank you so much for giving Smoke opportunity to be him. Haley at home, she's getting ready to have a baby right now. Thank you so much for being the other half of Stack. Miles, Delroy, Jamie, everybody, Lily, Omar, the entire cast. I thank you guys for supporting me through this. My team, Phil Sun, Greg Slewitt, Lindsey Gallen. Man, y'all. I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room and everybody at home for supporting me over my career. I feel it. I know you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me. So thank you for keep betting on me. And I'm gonna keep stepping up, and I'm gonna keep being the best version of myself I could be. So I just want to say thank you for everybody in this room that had something to do with my success. I love you guys. And everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, thank you. Because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
All right. That's just one of the big moments from the Oscars show last night. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from young Aiden, who is making her way to be a star, not just in this city, but across the nation. And we had several young folks and older folks who were a part of making this happen. Amazing, amazing thing to have 16 nominations, 4 wins. And right after break, we're going to welcome Aiden to the Good Morning Show right here at WBOK. Ro, what's that talk line number?
The number is 504-582-9422. 504-582-9422. Give us a call.
All right, you're listening to WBOK, 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
After a very stormy early morning, we are expecting things to clear out for us, but the winds will be the main factor for us today. We're expecting temperatures to continue to drop throughout the day. Yesterday, we saw a very warm day, but for today, only seeing highs into the mid-50s for us. There is a wind advisory in effect. We could have gusts up to 40 miles per hour. There's also a red flag warning in effect as well. Burning is not advised. And then for tonight, below freezing temperatures are expected on the North Shore. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey, this is D. Riley from the 90s Hits R&B Jams. Make sure you listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday night from 7 until 9 p.m. I'll be giving you the best R&B jams from the 90s. That's right, all your favorites and more. With me, D. Riley, your host of the 90s Hits, right here on WBOK 1230 AM, or listen online at WBOK1230.com. WBOK, the station you listen to longer.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
The Ron Kelly Show. Real talk, bold truth. Tune in for your weekly dose of unapologetic conversations that don't dodge the truth or dilute the message. Stay informed on the issues that matter most on The Ron Kelly Show, every Monday at 7 p.m. on WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month from the community scientist and Rise St. James. This month's focus is polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, formed when fuels like oil, gas, wood, or trash are burned. These chemicals can enter the air we breathe and settle into our soil and water. Many PAHs are known carcinogens, adding to the health burdens faced by communities living near industry. Learn how to protect your health at risestjames.org.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I'm Will Sutton, and with me is Ro Brown.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, well, it is a good morning. It's 7:29 a.m. You got somewhere to be at 7:30. You got 1 minute to slide on over to the other side of the bed and grab that laptop and say, yes, I'm working. Or maybe you got to grab your things and get that backpack. For those of you who do this, grab the lunch money, your debit card, your credit card for whatever you need. But don't forget your keys, like I did one day. Get out to the car and then have to go back in. So don't forget your keys. And for those of us who need to, go ahead and look in the mirror and smile and make sure you got all your teeth in. And you'll be ready to get out there. But once you get out there, I want you to drive safely because school zone speed limits are in effect from now until 9 o'clock. So let our babies get their job done by getting to school. All right? So joining us now, we are excited to have some actors from the tremendously successful Sinners movie. So we have Aiden and Claude.
Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Woo!
And we also have, tuning in with us, we have Sam Malone. Are you there?
Yes. Hello, good morning.
All right, fabulous. And we also have Allison LeCoeur. Are you there? Oh, wait a minute.
I am. How you doing?
Oh, we got to get Sam back. All right. So, good morning, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, this is
ring the bell.
Yep. So, this is exciting. Okay, Sam, are you back?
Yes, sir.
All right. It is exciting. When we have, I love creatives, and my wife and I, we consider ourselves creative advocates and supporters. Some people consider us creatives, but it depends on how you look at it. And I am so excited to see good people do good work, see the good work, and see it shared and see it appreciated. And to hear that Sinners had 16 nominations, 16,
Absolutely.
most ever. I was with somebody who judges Oscars last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, friend. Yeah, I got friends. Okay, and he was talking to me about that this is like a Pantheon level, because they look at so many films, and the rules have changed, so you can't be judging on films that you don't see. And his point was that one Oscar is tremendous for a lot of people, and to get 4. So got 16 nominations? No, didn't get 16 Oscars. Got 4. Which is still a great number. So, Allison?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So you're out there in L.A., right?
I am. I'm in the airport now trying to get home.
Yeah, but you were at the Oscars, right?
I was at the Oscars. It was like a little reunion. Not little. I don't want to quantify it. It was a big reunion with the cast and crew, and it's been a beautiful run. It's been a beautiful year. I feel like this has been the longest award season ever. But yeah, it was. I think everybody was tired. I think that was the sentiment. Everybody was just tired.
Yeah, right. but extremely happy, I'm
tired.
sure. Extremely happy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
your
absolutely.
role was in makeup, right?
I was a key makeup artist on Sinners, which is something I'm proud of as well, because it's not on such a large budget. It's not common. Usually large studios will bring people in, right?
Yeah.
They bring in the top, core teams, especially on something this large. But to be a key on something this big and also have the responsibility of doing half of the principals, that was also
half the principals.
That was also huge.
Even I
Absolutely.
know what that. Okay. So one day take care of this one person and out, huh?
I was responsible for Annie. I was responsible for the Chows. I was responsible for Bert. We all kind of helped out in taking care of Miles, who played Sammy, as well as all of the day players, like Sam or other featured actors and principals. Me and I call her my partner in makeup, Lana Mora, we were the core principal makeup artists who took care of the entire cast.
Oh, great.
So,
well, we know that
yeah.
For a successful movie, that's not just the people you see on screen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there are a lot that goes into producing any movie, and certainly a major production like this, and quite a thing with Sinners. So we got 2 actors who were on the screen, Aiden and Sam. So what was that like when you were making this particular movie? Because at that point, you didn't know it was going to be nominated for 16 awards, right?
Well, first of all, for the people who saw it, what was your part?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I played the teenager around the shops who negotiated.
Didn't you watch the car or something?
Yes, I watched the car.
Yeah.
And I honked.
You honked?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And And I told on Sam. I called the robbers out.
All right, and one of those robbers was the thief on the line, Sam.
Oh.
Well, not Sam. Sam's character.
So Sam,
Right,
you the one that
right.
got
So-
shot in the butt or whatever?
First of all, shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Jaquan Henderson. He was in that scene playing with us, with Michael B. Jordan. And but yeah, I mean, the thing was, I think that, shout out to Allison too. And yes, you are creative. We are all creatives because we are created, and I think that that's a part of all of us, that operates and that's working together. Anytime we do get together and do something like this or create a film or create anything, I love that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got shot in the butt.
Well, I gotta let people know exactly who you are. People who saw the movie, so they'll have a face with you since we're on radio.
Yeah.
For all three of you, you've been in movies before. Do you know, or do you have an idea while you're doing it that this might be what this turned out to be, as far as Sinners?
I had an idea, and I'm only privileged to have the idea because I think about almost halfway through, I guess the morale, it was a very hard film to make, environment-wise, schedule-wise, the amount of actors, principal, background, and there were so many little glimmer moments that happened throughout filming. And I think what made it special was I think they kind of saw, Ryan saw, Zinzi saw, the producers saw that it was beginning to wear a little thin on everyone, and the morale was kind of a little low. Everybody was kind of tired and just kind of like, so one day after filming, and we got to stages, after being out in Napoleonville and Donaldsonville and some of the plantation scenes that were a little heavy, they showed us a trailer, like a teaser, like a sizzle reel of what we had already filmed up until that point. They had, I don't know how they did it, but they put it together and they made it flow. And I think everybody felt the same sentiment when we saw it, that we were like, oh, this is what we're doing, right? And sometimes as creative, sometimes we don't really get that. We don't get that privilege to kind of see certain things come together and see, because we're too busy in our departments doing our particular part of the storytelling process that we don't really see it all come together. And I think seeing Cornbread in the field, seeing Saul as Preacher Boy's father in the in the church, and seeing some of these scenes, and as they tied them together, we were like, and just how beautiful it was. It was just like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And I think that's what also makes working on a Ryan Coogler set very special, because they do pay attention. They pay attention, and he knows everyone by name. He calls everyone by name, and is very appreciative of the talents and the gifts that we lend to helping his vision come to life. So that was, something I had never experienced before on any film set or any production. You have to wait and we see a trailer when everybody else sees a trailer, So it was something that, the next day everybody was ready to go. Our morale was boosted. Everybody had a renewed sense of
like
energy,
a rejuvenation because you saw that.
Yeah, to keep it going, So I thought that was, and that was just kind of a glimpse as to what I really didn't know it was going to be 16 nominations, but I knew it was going to be something special.
Right.
Well, to use something more in Ro Brown's lane, this sounds like the coach seeing what's going on and finding the right moment to do the right thing, to say the right thing, and then the team jumps to it, and all of a sudden doing from so-so or not doing well to high performance.
Yep. Sounds like Ryan Coogler knows how to read his people.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
So, Aiden and Sam, you all were here as the Oscars were being broadcast. Where were you? What were you doing? And how was that feeling? What was that experience like?
I was at my mom's friend's house. We were watching the Oscars. We did Oscar bingo and everything. It was really fun.
Cool.
We watched all the performances. We got to see Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters perform.
Wow.
We got to see the Sinners performance. I loved it. I was so excited to watch that. But yeah, I just had a good time with my mom and her friends. And we just watched that all night till like 10. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how old are you, Aiden?
I'm 14. I'll be 15 in 6 days.
Okay, you see, if I was 14 and I was in your position, I would have watched my part now by about 2,000 times. Have you done that? Have you done that?
I've watched it a couple of times. I wouldn't say that many, but I've watched a good amount.
I would have just gone back over and over and over again. You know.
Sam, you were quite excited last night. You sent me some notes, some text as the program was going on, and talk about what you were experiencing as you watched the Oscars.
Well, I mean, okay, first of all, again, shout out to Aiden. She did a great job.
Thank you. Absolutely.
You know, it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And last night, you know, I got a couple of kids, 5 and 10. And so, I mean, I was able to watch it up until a certain point, you know, when it was time really to go get ready, you know, get ready for bed and everything. And I had promised them some free time earlier in the day, so I had to spend the last 20 minutes of the night playing a wrestling game. But as far as I had gotten, I think we had gotten maybe 2 awards at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I mean, it's past all this. I'm thankful for the impact, you know, already. It's already done. You know what I'm saying? Like everything it's been a great journey, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. Really, the climax for me is like actually doing the thing, and everything else is out of our hands. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful, so thankful to God to be a part of this, you know, project and a part of this journey. Work with these, you know, great artists, you know, locally and, you know, nationally, and internationally too. You know, so I'm thankful, man. It's, you know, watching it, and you know, it's like the Super Bowl for actors. You know, so you know, just, you know, seeing our work being recognized, and you know, all the other works being recognized, and I'm just thankful it'll stand forever, you know.
Well, let me mention the other awards, where, of course, we are cited for Michael B. Jordan for winning the Oscar for lead actor, but Ludwig Göransson won for the musical score, and Autumn Durrell Akapar, am I saying that right? One for cinematography. Did I say that name right?
Yeah, Autumn Akapar.
Okay, and
I think she was the first female to win that award.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, Ryan
And
Coogler.
woman of color.
Yay!
She proudly represents being a woman of color, and she proudly looks out for other women of color and women in general in this industry. So it's a beautiful thing. A lot of people don't know this, but filming, we had a intern who worked in the camera department and helped assist Autumn and help with filming and transporting film. And she was not in the union. She was not in Local 600 as a camera woman. But Autumn made sure that by the time we were done filming, she was able to join Local 600, and we celebrated her on set, which is amazing because that opens doors for other Black women to, and she, you know, she's a young Black woman who is now a part of, you know, Camera Operators Union in film. And she started on this film as an intern, and she ended this film as a member of the union. So it's not just talk with these people. They truly are, you know, grabbing people by the hands and pulling them up in this industry, which is something we all need. It's long overdue.
Wonderful. What a wonderful story. Another wonderful Sinner story. So there was a moment that I really feel good about, and I want to share that with you all and our WBOK family of listeners.
What's up?
Please, y'all. Please. Hey, please sit down, cause I'm very nervous and they gonna play me off. Cause I grew up in Oakland, Richmond, California, and we can talk a lot. So I want to thank the Academy for thinking of our movie that came out almost a year ago. This is an incredible honor. I want to thank my fellow nominees. You guys, I want to thank y'all for the gifts that y'all movies were and for y'all friendship over the past years and months. I want to thank everybody that was involved with this movie, starting with Warner Brothers. Mike and Pam, you're here. David, you're here somewhere. Everybody, all my cast and crew, please stand up. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Yo, you guys are, oh my God. You all are winners in my book. Y'all are winners in my book. Sevo Hani and Zenzi Kulu, you guys are the best producers in the world. Zenzi, you're the best wife and mom in the world. Every day I get to spend with you is better than the one that came before it. And to my parents who are here, thank y'all for all the memories. Thank y'all for making me believe in myself. And to my babies that are at home watching, I apologize for all the time away. Dad loves you. Memories are all we have. I hope I've given you some great ones. And when y'all blessed to live a long life and Dad becomes just a memory, I want y'all to remember this one thing. I love y'all more than anything. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So you were there, Allison. How was that moment?
I was. That was amazing. We all stood up. It was amazing and to be celebrated. And that's what we did last night. Afterwards, we just celebrated each other. I'll send you some photos, but we took photos with Ryan and his Oscar. He let us hold it. He let us, Michael. Everybody was just so gracious because it was a win for all. It wasn't, just a singular thing. They're very about family, and it was felt, it was received, it was affirmed. Like I said, it was a reunion. Everybody was just celebrating everybody's work.
Aiden, Sam, did you see that moment?
I did see that moment, and I loved it, especially because he mentioned his kids and his wife. Mm-hmm. I met his wife, and she was so sweet. We talked about volleyball. She was so sweet. But I really loved that. That was a really heart-touching moment. And I loved how he made sure that he mentioned everybody, cast, crew, his kids, his wife, his family. I love that. I love that moment a lot.
Right. Sam?
Yeah, I think I might have caught that this morning, but it did, really reverberate with me because, I'm that's my mission, you know what I'm saying, is, taking care of my kids. I just dropped them off this morning. And yeah, I guess that's, that is what it's all about is, trying to leave this world better for the folks that come, after us.
Wonderful. So what is going to be next for Sinners, and what is going to be next for you? Do you see the possibility of a sequel with so much success? Oftentimes people don't go into it with the idea of thinking sequel and then something successful. Do you think this is that type of movie? And I know it's not your decision, but what are your thoughts? Aiden?
I think Sinners could definitely be turned into a sequel, but I think there's some movies that just don't need a sequel. Mm-hmm. I think if anything, there could be a prequel about vampires or even the Native Americans that we got to see. I think there could be a prequel, but I don't know if there needs to be a sequel. I do think the movie was great though, standing alone as it is with nothing else. But I also think Sinners opened up a lot of film opportunities in Louisiana in general. Because now, Hollywood and Louisiana is being brought back. We do have so much talent and so much places you can film at. We just have so much we can bring to the table. And I think Sinners is doing a great job with that.
All right. We're going to hear from the others of you after this break because this is a Black Talk radio station that needs to be supported. And so we need to take breaks so we can keep everything going. So thank you very much, Aiden. I know you have to get on with the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Appreciate that you were able to join us. And I hope you guys can hold on just for a few more minutes so we can get caught up with you. One more thing. What's next?
For me?
Yeah.
I have a film called Lucky that's coming out on July 15. It's a TV show with Anya Taylor-Joy, Drew Starkey, Anjanou Ellis. You should watch it.
Look at you.
On Apple TV.
Look at you. All right. Very nice. Okay, we're going to break.
Like it.
Ro Brown, what's that talk line number
504-582-9422. 504-582-9422.
All right, you're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. MoviePass CEO Stacy Spikes wants a piece of the growing prediction market pie with his new platform called Mogul, where you can creatively bet on the success of your favorite movie stars and films. Spikes told Bloomberg he's building the model around sports betting, which he says drives engagement for leagues.
When people are doing that, they go to the games and watch the games 75% more. So the more that you're engaged in outcome and what you think is going to happen, the more likely you are to go to the movies.
Spikes in a conversation with Bloomberg TV's Romaine Bostick. It's a bold strategy, but Spikes thinks it could be the film industry's next big thing.
When you're doing sports are regional. Well, when something like Wicked opens, it opens worldwide. So you have no impediment to worldwide growth, so it could grow very fast.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
Hey everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks.
And Kimber White Dupree.
From the front porch.
Some combos are too good to miss. Now you can pull up a chair to the front porch anytime.
Just search WBOK Media and subscribe to the Front Porch Podcast.
Download, share, and hit us with a 5-star rating because New Orleans culture deserves to be heard loud and clear.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of will, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I'm Will Sutton, and with me is Ro Brown.
Good morning, everyone.
We're in conversation about the fantastic, the wonderful, the very successful Sinners movie, and we've got Allison LaCour on the line from Los Angeles. And we got Sam Logan on the line as well, sister who was large and in charge of much of the makeup for the movie, and Sam, who is an actor on the screen. And we're going to join them back in conversation now. Sam, Allison, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. So time for you to answer that question. What do you think about a sequel, prequel, a series? What do you think about that for Sinners?
Me?
Yeah.
It's my Allison. Allison?
No, go ahead, Sam.
Go, Sam.
Okay, so I think one thing this script and film has done is prove the possibilities are endless. You know what I'm saying? It being an original script and garnering so much success. I think that it just proves that anything is possible. I think there's a lot of story to be told in this script. But again, it's about the impact, and like Aiden said, with the local, film crews and cast and talent, I think that this again a testimony, to what we have to offer, in this region, in this city.
Allison?
I kind of agree with Aiden. I could possibly see a prequel, but I think sometimes you just need to leave well enough alone. It's made its mark. He's told his story, and it's a beautiful one. I just think it's a beautiful story, and I don't think it could have a sequel, but it doesn't need. I don't think it needs one.
Okay, so how has this movie made an impact on New Orleans and Louisiana compared to other movies that you've worked on? What's the impact been for us locally here?
I think the shows.
I think that's to be determined and experienced in the coming hopefully months. Sooner the better. So. We'll see. I guess that's something to be determined, man. I really think that it will, and the fact that they came down here to film it too, right in our backyard, is just such a blessing. And so I think that, of course, that'll hopefully inspire other filmmakers to see the value in filming here.
Allison?
Not just seeing the value, but also understanding the talent is here.
Yes.
The talent is in New Orleans, and we make award-winning films. And to be on this level, it's like it does not miss me that there are mentors of mine, and not just in New Orleans, but all over this world that have not received this level of achievement and acknowledgement and recognition, and that does not miss me. So it was always my intention to show these producers and these studios that the talent was here. And when I had to, decide on who was going to join us and be with us on this show and help us as day players and additional makeup artists and even hairstylists, it's like it was my goal to show these producers. When I was given the opportunity to key this makeup department, I said, "Oh, it's go time," to show these producers and these people who are not from here and Hollywood in general that we have the talent. You don't have to bring people here. You don't have to ship people here. The talent is here. Give us an opportunity, and I think we over-delivered in that department.
I'd say so.
I'd say so. Real quickly, I'm not an expert like you guys. I'm just a sportscaster. But if I would go back into my sports thing, I would say that, sometimes you got to leave things alone. As far as sequel is concerned, okay? A lot of the really good, great coaches that I've talked to, they said that we may look like we're doing something, but sometimes I don't have anything to do with it. It's what's happening out there. And I think with Sinners, for me personally, you don't need a sequel.
All right. Well, we need to take a break and wrap up the segment. But before we go, Allison, what's next for you?
I just wrapped a small feature in Illinois, and I'm about to combine and work with another local director on a proof of concept, and then there's some other things in the works. So, yeah, and I'm available.
All right, how about that?
There you go.
Get that
commercial in, Allison. I'm all for you.
Sam, I heard you said yet to be seen, and hopefully in the next few months, right?
Yeah.
What's
Right,
up for
right.
you, Sam?
Well, I mean, I just I wrapped a television series show, Wheel of Trent. Got to work with Timothy Banks on our episode. It was really fun out in Atlanta. And then we did a short, like I said, with Nicole, Aiden's mom.
Yep.
We did a short back in the beginning of the year. And at the end of last year, they had a project, Just Picture It, that we worked on out in Atlanta. And then some other things in the works. You got to put something on tape, like I said, today. And and that's a Tyler Perry project. I'm excited about that. So for me, it's just a daily work, man. Like I said, been in acting classes too. After the MFA, after the undergrad, the level of excellence, professionalism that I feel like we deliver here is proof.
Wonderful.
It's proof.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you both so much, especially you, Allison. I know it's early in California.
It's very early.
But thank you so much for making time for us
Of course.
with the Good Morning Show. Lord's blessings to each of you. Have a great day, and Allison, safe travels.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
All right.
travels.
Ro Brown, great conversation, huh?
Indeed.
And
yeah.
what's that talk line number? Because after the break, we're going to have Louis Messiah, a MacArthur Genius Grant winner, a MacArthur Fellow, independent filmmaker, and he's been in town for the Patois Film Festival. We're going to have a great conversation with Louis right after the break. I wish y'all were here to meet him, but all right. What's that talk line number?
504-582-9422. It's 504. Write it down and call us. 582-9422.
This is WBOK, 1230 a.m. with New Orleans. It's talking about all day long.
WBOK New Orleans, home of the Good Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. weekdays.
Here's what's trending this hour. Iran's foreign minister says Tehran has never asked for a ceasefire or negotiations as the Middle East conflict continues. Abbas Araghchi told CBS's Face the Nation that Iran is prepared to defend itself as long as it takes. Meanwhile, President Trump told NBC News he's not ready to make a deal with Iran, saying the terms aren't good enough yet and any agreement would need to be very solid. I'm Bree Wood with What's Trending.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I'm Will Sutton. With me is Ro Brown.
Hello, hello, hello.
What a great conversation with
was.
Aiden, Allison, and Sam. I am so happy for them.
Yeah.
Happy for Ryan Coogler. Happy for Michael B. Jordan.
Great stuff.
Great stuff. Again, Sinners nominated for 16 Oscar history-making number. That's over Titanic and a number of others. The previous record was 14.
Yeah.
And those movies didn't win 14, so it's okay. Sinners didn't win 16, but they got 4, and that doesn't happen as often. It has happened, but 4 Oscars, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
People say, well, they were nominated for 16 and they only got 4. No, you don't only get 4. 4 is a lot. Okay, it is. And not many movies get that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Well, there were amazing moments in the show last night, and I'm so happy that we had such a tremendous Louisiana impact on that movie. It's quite a thing that, and I'm happy that we have the folks that we had on the show today to talk about that. We have election results from Saturday. We had 2 special elections in our area, and one of those was the state Senate district race for District 3. We had the competitors in a runoff, Ken Barnes and Sidney Bartholomew. Sidney Bartholomew won with 64% compared to Ken Barnes' 36%. And congratulations to Senator-elect Sidney Bartholomew. Congratulations. And we also had State Representative District 100 race, and that was a bit tighter, but Dana Henry won with 53% compared to Kenya Rounds, 47%. So congratulations to State Rep-elect Dana Henry. And we hope to get winners on as soon as possible this week. So we'll be working on that. Jared's on the case, already been reaching out. We'll see what we can do, can't do, or what may happen. Of course, they will be going into the legislative session that started last week, so they'll be playing some catch-up. We're going to go ahead and take an early break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to Louis Messiah, independent filmmaker, and was participating in the Patois Film Festival this weekend. So he'll be with us right here in studio. So stay tuned for that. It's 8:07 a.m. It's not an N. I don't think that exists, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, right.
504-582-9422.
This is WBLK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hoops, Heat, The Truth, On Demand. Ball Don't Lie is now live on all podcast platforms. Tap in, search WBOK Media, find Ball Don't Lie, and bring the fire with you wherever you go. Download, share, and leave that 5-star review, because the game doesn't stop when the show ends.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I am Will Sutton, and I'm here with Ro Brown.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
That was a wonderful Sinners conversation. Enjoyed that. Once again, congratulations to the Sinners winners. As I've been saying since before Oscar night and before Oscar's nominations were announced, the people who did Sinners are winners, no matter what they do, because my goodness, tremendous success to get 16 nominations, the fan success, the critical success before the nominations was strong, and then to get 4 Oscars last night. So great having conversation with two of the actors and lead makeup person, Allison. Wonderful, wonderful. So happy for them. Happy for us, too, to have such Louisiana talent and all. So we're going to jump into conversation, speaking of film, with Louis Messiah, my friend from decades ago. Haven't seen him in a while until this weekend. I was so happy to see that he was going to be in town for the Patois Film Festival, which ended last night. And part of the closing last night was Louis' film, Todi K. Bambara, School of Organizing. And that was a great film. But so welcome to the Good Morning Show.
Will, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here and to see you and to share space.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I've known you, so I know a few things. It's not like I know everything about you, but I've known you for a while. But at the Good Morning Show, we like our listeners to know a little bit more and in their own words. So we like to ask, who your mama and them?
Okay.
Where are you from?
Sure.
Who your folks,
So I'm a longtime Philadelphian. I grew up in Philadelphia. I actually am like one of those rare Philadelphians in that I live in my parents' house. I mean, they bought it in the 1940s. They both passed. My father was an engineer and contractor. My mother was an educator of French, taught French, and one of the rules for being an independent documentary filmmaker that I learned early on is to keep your rent low. and so
I like that.
So that was my goal. So anyway, to keep part of it, to be an independent documentary filmmaker. I also run a media arts center in Philadelphia, a place called Scribe Video Center, a place where people, first-time makers, young people of all ages can learn the skills of documentary filmmaker. I'd say we're similar to Novak, New Orleans Video Access Center here in New Orleans.
Okay, so we're going to talk some more about your film and your work, but since you are in film and have connection to the film industry, can you give us your take on the success of Sinners?
Seriously, I think Sinners it's a first, not only because of its success, but that story that we saw on screen is something we'd never seen before, where the entire universe and the sort of exploring both history and also history, but also a kind of psychological spirit that Black people have faced was allowed to be presented. So really, in its originality, I think that's one of the reasons I think it's such an important film.
So were you surprised that it got 16 nominations?
Actually, no.
Really?
No. I think it was worthy of it, and I think the acting was extraordinary, the writing, the direction. I wasn't surprised.
And how about 4 wins? I mean, if you have any nominations, a lot of people are happy to have a nomination,
right?
But it's another thing to win an Oscar. They got 4.
Yeah, no, four is great, I'd hope they get more, but 4 is it's high, 1 is impressive.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Right.
So what is something like this success filmed in our state, in our region? What does that do for film industry creatives and the people who work on film? You don't live here, but
right.
You've worked on a number of different films in different markets. What does that do for an area like ours?
Well, I'm actually going to turn your question a little bit in that,
okay.
In some ways, because we live in this country and because we live in this world, we with this the way we access films, we oftentimes think of films as this consumable entity. So you pay your $12, go over $16 or $20 or whatever it is, and you see a movie, or you pay your streaming bill and you see it on Netflix or Amazon or wherever you're going to see it, and it's 2 hours of entertainment. But there also is another kind of film, and this is a type of film that New Orleans has been very much involved in, which is film that I would call participatory independent media that is being made in service to the community. I mentioned Novak earlier. These are films, oftentimes documentaries, that look at community issues that are really part of community building. And I think in that way, New Orleans and a lot of small regions around the country have had robust film production. Not necessarily, and again, it's not films to make money. But there are films that I think of high artistry and have extraordinary purpose, and that's the type of film that I really want to uplift and celebrate. And I'm really honored to be in New Orleans because it really is such a center of this participatory community independent media.
Great.
Wow. 50 years ago when I was in college, a friend of mine had an internship at Novak. I had no idea it was still around.
Right. It's still around. Right.
New Orleans Video Access Center, right?
Yeah, right. India, I'm forgetting India's last name is now executive director. Darcy McKinnon ran it for a while. Very, very, very important.
Yeah. Why are you an independent filmmaker? And I'm asking that because there are people who are sitting out there saying, this man is, sitting here is obviously a very talented person, very talented filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And he's making films, and you said something that I'm sure perked people's ears up, not necessarily to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you've been asked this question a lot, but, why?
Well, making cultural production can have a purpose way beyond. Yes, it can provide bread and butter and sort of keep things going, but it can also be a tool to help strengthen communities. A documentary that a community group makes about a particular situation can help further, legislation, can be a tool for advocacy. It also can be a way of sharing history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think of some of the work, some works actually, and some works do dual things, like when Spike Lee and Sam Pollard did when the levees broke. Yes, it was for some people, okay, it was 2 hours of getting information,
right,
but it also was an analysis that enabled people to sort of understand what was happening, and it had a kind of political power. Right. So that's the use that I'm most interested in. Not to say that it can't be sustainable, for the artists or for the makers, but it can also have other social and economic and political and cultural purposes.
So you're in town for a weekend because your film Tony Cade Bambara School of Organizing was an important part of the Patois Film Festival. How did that come to be? And then talk to us about the Tony Cade Bambara film. I had the opportunity to get to know her a bit, not as well as you did, but an incredible and talented sister, powerful, and that really came across in this movie. So
yeah, the film TCB, the Tony Cade Bambara School of Organizing, is a biography of the writer, filmmaker, cultural worker who, from New York City originally, lived, did a lot of her work also in Atlanta, and also frequented New Orleans a fair amount, and then also lived in Philadelphia, who defined herself as a cultural worker. That is, someone using their skills as not only as an art producer, but also as an educator, to do a little bit of what I was saying earlier, to help build community. I worked with Tony. I had the honor of working with Toni Cade Bambara for about 10 years at Scribe Video Center in Philadelphia, and I saw so much in terms of how she shared knowledge in terms of the craft of writing, the craft of planning documentaries, and sort of helped create not only a new generation of makers, but also work directly with a variety of community groups to use media as this tool. Also, I think as a feminist, as a Black feminist writer, she had an enormous impact, and an editor of sort of uplifting the work of Black women writers. I mean, now we all know the names of Toni Morrison and Alice Walker. When she edited a book in 1970 called The Black Woman, it was really one of the first times that many writers were published. Also working with established writers, but she really was part of a very important movement.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you think of the reaction of the audience last night? I mean, obviously, you've had other screenings. People have seen it in other markets. In this area, some people may not have heard of Toni Cade Bambara, but they certainly responded to some of the other prominent people who were in the film and mentioned in the film.
Right. Yeah, no, I think I was really heartened by the audience at Patois, which is a really wonderful festival, in that it was definitely intergenerational and also kind of was skewed younger, which was quite good. And among a lot of young folks, particularly young folks that are really trying to figure out what is the work that we need to do in our communities and in the society so that we can go forward, so that we can be healthy and strong and have good community relationships, good familial relationships. And so the film opened in Philadelphia at the Black Star Film Festival, a very, very important festival, and which has shown at Doc NYC. We actually earlier, I guess this week or last week, I was at True False, which is a film festival in St. Louis, and so we'll be traveling up to Toronto. Yeah, so it's doing festivals, but it's also, as importantly to me, showing at community centers and libraries, universities, really all around the country, and I'd say actually now all around the world. So it's a different way of sharing work. Yes, it probably will be on television, on public TV, but we're really counting on these in-person screenings as a chance for dialogue, to have to talk with people and for people to talk with each other about what's the work that needs to be done now.
Mm-hmm. So how long will it be before those who missed it last night can see it? I think it's such a powerful film, and I hope after this more people will be interested. But you said hopefully it will be on television at some point.
Yeah, and television, it's definitely an important way of sharing it. But we really are putting a lot of energy into these community screenings. And so we actually have a website, which is just tcbdoc.com. And folks who want to learn more about the film, to arrange screenings, can sign up. And the website went live, I guess, about a little bit more than a month ago, and we've gotten a couple hundred requests. So we're dealing with.
Well, that's real good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So one of the things that you do is with your film, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you're not trying to be the news. You're not trying to do long form print. You have very focused subject matter. My sense is that it's about informing and educating the community about some people or incidents or things of that nature, and you want to make people be engaged and to think. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I've worked on documentaries. I did a documentary on W.E.B. Du Bois, who I feel is sort of a foundational thinker and educator and activist that I think everybody should know about. Back in the last century, worked on a series called Eyes on the Prize, which is a history of African American, the Black freedom struggle. Also have done films about very particular incidents. While you were in Philadelphia, Will, you know about the 1985 police bombing of the MOVE organization in Philadelphia. So I did a film called The Bombing of Osage Avenue with Tony Cade Bambara.
Frank Rizzo.
And so looking at, in some ways, in this time where there's so much information, sometimes amnesia can happen. We forget the foundations. We forget. We lose history. We lose, and we also lose an analysis. So I think I like to think of documentary film, the work that I do, as being part of a conversation, so that people can develop their own understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, great. So we're going to have to take a break, and before we do that, I'd like you to give your take on what's happening in the world and the role of filmmakers with telling that story, which seems to be almost daily, and some days multiple developments a day, and can't believe what's happening. What's the role of a filmmaker of any kind, and especially an independent filmmaker?
Sure, and I can talk largely about documentary filmmakers because that's the work that I do. Yeah, and I mean, I think for me, documentary filmmakers have to be responsible and are responsible to the community that claims them. So yeah, that's particularly important to me.
Okay. How can people follow you, get in touch with the work that you do in Philadelphia, and find out next steps about TCB?
Sure. So the TCB website is really a great way to kind of keep contact with the about the film. And again, that's tcbdoc.com, tcb.com. And, we sort of have new information in folks that are interested in learning about screenings. We also list where we're going to be traveling to on the website. And I know that, in this age of, digital communication, in the same way New Orleans sort of turns out the red carpet for folks that come to Philadelphia.
Hey,
come to Philadelphia. Come to Scribe Video Center, and because it is about place.
Yeah,
it really, we think that we're all connected, digitally, through the internet, but there's an extraordinary strength that when we are spatially place connected. I think folks in New Orleans know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you. This is Will Sutton and Ro Brown. We've been in conversation with Louis Messiah. I like saying MacArthur Genius Award winner. Not everybody can say that. And independent filmmaker in New Orleans for the Patois Film Festival. Thank you for coming to our city and sharing your work. And thank you for visiting with our WBOK family of listeners this morning.
All right, Brother Brown, Will Sutton, thank you so much. I very much appreciate the invite and the chance to share and talk.
All right, Lord's blessings. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be digging into what happened with the election on Saturday in New Orleans. A couple of special election runoffs, and we'll hear from our clerk, Darren Lombard. What's that talk line number, Rob?
504-582-9422. 504-582-9422.
You're listening to WBOK, 1230 a.m. with New Orleans. Just talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
After a very stormy early morning, we are expecting things to clear out for us, but the winds will be the main factor for us today. We're expecting temperatures to continue to drop throughout the day. Yesterday, we saw a very warm day, but for today, only seeing highs into the mid-50s for us. There is a wind advisory in effect. We could have gusts up to 40 miles per hour. There's also a red flag warning in effect as well. Burning is not advised. And then for tonight, below freezing temperatures are expected on the North Shore. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks.
And Kimber White Dupree.
From the front porch, y'all. You know how we do. Every Monday is Moving Monday.
And Tuesday is Trivia Tuesday.
And y'all know we have nothing but bad cheering coming through here on Wednesday.
But stick with us. On Thursday, we travel.
That's right. And Friday's Free Your Mind Friday, so get your brass up.
Something on your mind? Want to get it off your chest?
Holla at your people. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to.
All day long.
The National World War II Museum, located in the Warehouse District of New Orleans. The National World War II Museum tells the story of America's experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today. Visit them online at www.nationalww2museum.org for time tickets and safety information.
Well, Saints of God, this is Pastor David Impartan Sr. coming to you over the airways of WBOK, your favorite host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want to invite you to our show every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. That's Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want you to invite your family and friends to a broadcast that's designed to change your life, the way you think, the way you act, and what you eat. We want you to tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock, WBOK, 1230 a.m. See you on Saturday.
The Historic New Orleans Collection presents a new exhibition open through June 7th, 2026, The Trail They Blazed. Built collaboratively with people who participated in the local civil rights movement, The Trail They Blazed presents stories of social and racial justice straight from the people who lived them. Listen to leaders tell their stories of resistance and persistence in their own voices, recorded by the Historic New Orleans Collection. Plan your visit to 520 Royal Street in the French Quarter and reserve your free tickets at hnoc.org today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. MoviePass CEO Stacy Spikes wants a piece of the growing prediction market pie with his new platform called Mogul, where you can creatively bet on the success of your favorite movie stars and films. Spikes told Bloomberg he's building the model around sports betting, which he says drives engagement for leagues.
When people are doing that, they go to the games and watch the games 75% more. So the more that you're engaged in outcome and what you think is going to happen, the more likely you are to go to the movies.
Spikes in a conversation with Bloomberg TV's Romaine Bostick. It's a bold strategy, but Spikes thinks it could be the film industry's next big thing.
When you're doing sports are regional. Well, when something like Wicked opens, it opens worldwide. So you have no impediment to worldwide growth, so it could grow very fast.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I am Will Sutton. I'm here with Ro Brown. And thank you so much for spending some of your time with us. It is 8:36 a.m. Until 9 a.m., the school zone speed limits are in effect 20 miles per hour, not 24, 29, 31, and certainly not 41 miles per hour. So be safe around those schools. Help our babies and our kiddos get to where they need to be for their jobs, which is getting their education. And, of course, there are enough crazy drivers in the world, but I know that you are not one of them. So make up for the crazy drivers and take care of your facial prep and your notes and anything else at home before you get in your vehicles and head on out so we can make sure that they get to where they need to be. And thanks to the bus drivers and assistant principals on transportation duty. Thank you so much for doing that. 8:37 a.m. and as we said, there was an important special election runoff on Saturday. So we're going to have Clerk Darren Lombard on the line with us. Good morning, Mr. Lombard. You're on with Will Sutton and Ro Brown.
Good morning, Brother Will. Brother Ro, how y'all doing?
Fabulous.
Darren, how you doing, sir?
I'm wonderful.
All right, cool. So we had the special election runoff on Saturday. Of course, we had early voting before and mail-in ballots. How did things go on Saturday, and what did turnout look out in these respective districts, Senate District 3 and State Representative District 100?
So in Senate District 3, they had a turnout of overall turnout between all these parishes, St. Bernard Parish, of about 10%, which is down from nearly 15% back in February. The candidates were Ken Barnes and Sidney Bartholomew, and Sidney Bartholomew came out as a winner with 64% of the vote. In State Rep District 100, it was about a 13% turnout in that district, which was about a percentage or two difference from the primary, with the candidates being Dana Henry and Kenya Rounds, and Dana Henry came out victorious in that race with 53% of the vote.
So is there anything that we can learn or might want to know from early voting in either of these elections or from Saturday voting? And do you have any comparison for early voting versus election day voting in one or both of these elections?
The first thing we definitely need to highlight is that every vote counts. In the District 100 race, the margin between the two was right around 250 votes. I mean, that's not much of a margin with the number of overall voters there are in the district. But people should understand all elections are important. These are very important districts these are lawmakers that go up to Baton Rouge and write and create laws that affect us directly. So participation is paramount. We can't, I know it's easier said than done, but we can't allow things to distract us away from participating in the process. And it only takes, 10 or 15 minutes most of the time in most elections. So we got to get that participation up.
Okay.
Darren, I got a simple question. 10%, you said, voted in one of those elections?
Yes. In the Senate district, it was even worse in St. Bernard Parish, where they only had 6% turnout.
Okay. So why don't people vote? Why don't people vote? I mean, as somebody who works with, why? I mean, from your perspective of what you've been doing there all that while, not that it's your job to get them to vote, I guess, but why? Why do you think that is? Why is this happening?
In this particular instance, I think it's somewhat of a issue with voter fatigue, because we just, I explained, I remarked about it Friday, I believe it was. It's basically once we come off of a big election, people think it's over until the next year or so, and next 6 months. And we have a schedule, a regular schedule of elections, but then we have special elections in the middle, and special elections tend to have less participation. Number one, because if it's a special, it's usually a non-headliner type of race. Like, it's not a mayor's race, it's not a governor's race, a presidential, or anything like that. So people kind of generally, are not as enthused about it. And then in this case, we just came off of a big mayor's election. So there's some voter fatigue. But generally, I would say that people are really busy with their lives, and they have a lot going on, and a lot of distractions. And I think that we just need to redirect what we pay attention to, or what we prioritize sometimes, especially in these kind of races.
Well, and this one's over. We're sending a Senator-elect, Sidney Bartholomew, to the state legislature, and we're sending State Rep Dana Henry to the state legislature, and now we're going to have another election.
Yes.
So that's coming up, so people can get tuned in to that. What do we have coming up?
So we have a congressional race, a closed party primary, and we have some judge races on that ticket as well. I think there will be I anticipate there will be much more participation in that race, because it's going to be a congressional. But again, we have a lot to do. We're going to be reaching back out to you soon, because there's some confusion about the type of race it is and who's eligible to vote. And so my office and our staffers are focusing on educating voters with regard to how the closed party primaries work and who's eligible and things of that nature. So we're going to come back on to the show with you and have a detailed conversation about it.
Okay, so that next election, folks, is May 16th, correct?
May 16th. Yes.
All right, so,
another turnaround.
Yep, right. So it's the middle of March. So every day is a good day to register to vote. It's just a matter of which deadlines are coming up for registering for whichever election. The May election registration deadline by mail is March 18th, and in person is March 18th. I believe that's correct. Is that right? Sound about right?
Yes. It's usually about 30 days out from the election day, just so you have a good barometer. It's usually at least 30 days out from election day. So we urge people to please go out. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it. Don't put it off. It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. A little inconvenient sometimes, but You gotta participate. You gotta register first if you're not registered. And for those, to get on to a little bit of another subject with regard to voter eligibility, for those people who are on the inactive list, that does not mean you cannot vote. It just means that you've been inactive. You haven't been voting in a certain number of elections. On election day, you can show up, still vote. I would say go into the office, the voter registrar office, or go online or mail your information back in with regard to being in the inactive status. So it does not stop you from voting.
Okay, and the last day to register online is March 28th. So put that date on your calendar as well. Especially for those of you all who are already registered, family and friends, make sure they have the opportunity to vote, because more people will be voting in that election than the one that just passed, because that was very district specific. All right, thank you, Clerk Lombard. We appreciate you joining us once again on the Good Morning Show, filling us in on the election from Saturday and preparing us for another election in just a few weeks. I'm Will Sutton with Roe Brown. Thank you for joining us, Chief Lombard. Lord's blessing, and have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got just a couple more minutes to be with you before the Front Porch is going to be coming up, and that's going to be an extra special show on today. I'm Will Sutton with Roe Brown. What's that talk line number, just in case somebody wants to get a call in?
The number is 504-582-9422. Give us a call.
You're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
It's off the top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
The New Orleans City Council recently lambasted 2 parade crews for despicable acts of incivility, and rightfully so. You know, Mardi Gras is supposed to bring out the best in New Orleans. Families gather along parade routes. Children sit high on ladders hoping to catch their first beads. Neighbors laugh, share food, and celebrate a tradition that belongs to all of us. But this year, a few disgraceful actions have reminded us that even our greatest celebration can be tarnished by thoughtless behavior. One parade rider reportedly threw a whiskey bottle into the crowd, striking a 4-year-old child in the head and sending that child to the hospital for stitches. And in another parade, riders tossed dolls, widely condemned as racist imagery, into a crowd that included black children. That is not Mardi Gras. Riders are given a special privilege to represent their crews and take part in a celebration watched by the entire world. But privilege comes with responsibility. Throwing beads is tradition. Throwing bottles is reckless. Throwing racist imagery is shameful. The vast majority of crews understand that, and they work hard to preserve the joy and spirit of Carnival. But those who abuse the privilege of riding in our parades dishonor the tradition itself. Mardi Gras should leave children smiling, not injured, and not humiliated. Because the real spirit of Carnival isn't just celebration. It's community, respect, and common decency. And New Orleans should never settle for anything less. Mardi Gras is one of the greatest traditions this city has ever given the world. But every great tradition comes with responsibility. And those who dismiss that responsibility shouldn't be riding in our parades. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
New Orleans never sleeps, and neither does WBOK. Now, every voice, every moment, and every show is in your pocket. Search WBOK Media wherever you get podcasts. Download, share, rate us 5 stars. Because when you support us, you amplify Black voices and the New Orleans culture.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
If you had $1 million, would you leave it to an 18-year-old?
Hopefully not, but that's exactly what can happen with a simple will. The money goes straight to your kids when they hit the legal age, no guardrails.
A trust lets you control when and how they receive their inheritance. You can set ages, milestones, or even make sure they finish school first.
Give them security, not a spending spree.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show right here at WBOK, 1230 a.m. We appreciate those of you all who are listening on AM radio, and of course, those of you all who are tuned in via Instagram or WBOK's YouTube channel, or, of course, old reliable Facebook. Those of you all who are listening and watching, we can't see you, but you can see us. Thank you for tuning in. Ro, before we get out of here, we had some excitement and some developments in the sports world, and that includes the Savannah Bananas were in town. A little different kind of sport. I want to hear what you got to say about that, and perhaps a little bit about the NCAA. Let's start with the Bananas.
The Savannah Bananas. For those of you who don't know, the Savannah Bananas is a baseball team, a barnstorming baseball team, meaning they travel around and play games at different places. The easiest way I could put it is think Globetrotters. Okay? Think Globetrotters. They're a baseball team. They do acrobatics while they're playing. They dance. They sing. It's just a whole lot of fun, okay? And that's what it is. And it's been enormously popular. Now, they said they sold out the Superdome yesterday. You know, I don't believe they sold out the Superdome, but I'm sure they have a sellout number.
Yeah, for the number of seats they had.
I don't think they sold it out, but boy, they had a lot of people. Okay? They were just from what I could see, there were lots and lots and lots of people, and from the traffic on the interstate during that time, there were a lot of people there, and they go to places and they kind of can reconfigure stadiums, like they played at Tallahassee. I saw one of the games on television at Tallahassee. There was that Doak Campbell Stadium. Well, that's Florida State's football stadium. So it's not designed for baseball, but they reconfigure it kind of, and and put an infield in there and the whole works, because that's natural grass. And the Superdome has handled baseball before. It's been a while, but so it seems like everybody had a really good time. So it is very popular. I mean, there were people. I heard people say, "Well, they ordered tickets in December."
Wow.
And had trouble getting tickets sometimes. A little bit later than that. So
Well, the Globetrotters foil has always been the Washington Generals, and Savannah Bananas. I think they call them the party animals.
Yeah, the party animals.
Party animals.
Yeah.
So obviously, this is high impact focus on fun and entertainment.
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, that's great.
Fun and
I have no
entertainment.
problem with that. It's great. There were a couple local people who on that team. When I say local, like Louisiana people, and which makes it even better. Like the Globetrotters used to bring out, Satchel Paige, Peg Leg Bates, these people, Saturday they brought out Tyler Shuck.
Hey.
And Sunday, Drew Brees got in the batter's box.
Woo.
Took a few swings, and so it looks like fun stuff.
Yeah,
it's really good.
So do we still consider it a sport?
Do we consider it a sport? I don't really, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I don't have anything. It's not something I turn my nose up at. No more than I turn my nose up at the Trotters.
All right,
the Globetrotters.
All right, so let's turn to NCAA. Oh my goodness. If it's March, it's NCAA time.
March Madness.
Yeah, March Madness.
Not much Louisiana representation. McNeese State won the Southern Conference, so they got the automatic bid, the McNeese State bid. So they got the automatic bid out of there. And on the women's side, we have LSU will host first and second round games in Baton Rouge. They're going to play Jacksonville in their first game, and the other two teams that will be there. The winner of that will play the winner of Texas Tech versus Villanova. So, that's a 7 versus a 10. LSU is a number 2 seed in the Sacramento Regional. UCLA is the number 1 seed in that regional. And also on the other side, the Sacramento Regional, the 16 seed, Southern, the women, they won the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament. Southern will take on Samford in a play-in game. So in other words, that'll be Tuesday or whatever they'll play. And the winner of that will get to play the number 1 seed in the Sacramento Regional, the University of South Carolina, Dawn Staley's team. So that's, our Louisiana stuff. So people, are getting there. I'm sitting here looking at a newspaper because my wife, before I left, told me, don't forget to get a newspaper so I can have my brackets. And, fill out her brackets, who she thinks is going to win. Duke University and the bid was the overall number 1 seed, which, was expected. And it's March Madness time.
All right. Very good, very good, very good.
Yep, always a good time.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, we're going to get out of the way because the front porch is coming up next. We had our Sinners segment on, which I thoroughly enjoyed this morning. But we got an extra special Sinners segment for you coming up next on the Good Morning Show because our very own Raylan Bryant Banks was in Sinners, and he's going to be in conversation about Sinners with our own Kimmer White Dupree.
Patterson
on the front porch coming up next. Lord willing, I'll be back in this chair and at this place tomorrow morning. I appreciate each and every one of you who have tuned in to any part or all of the Good Morning Show right here on WBOK. You're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.